everybody, and welcome back to the channels, both of our channels. So as you guys don't know, maybe that we really have two YouTube channels. One of them is dedicated to custom works performance, that we build custom parts and specialize in second gen Camaros, but we also build a lot of cool stuff in our shop, which is what this is leading to. And also we have Hi-Fi Redo, where we specialize in doing car audio stuff, from new component tests to vintage old finds that we find. So I have a cool announcement to make. So anybody that's been watching, following the Custom Works channel, we've been building a 1968 Buick Riviera. That's kind of a pro touring-esque build. And it's been a challenge, I will say, but it's coming along really well. And one of the things that I'm really excited about is we've got MTX on board on the build, doing a big audio system on this thing. The customer wants to do something pretty elaborate and something fun with the audio system in it. So MTX is stepping on. They're gonna sponsor the build, and we're gonna do videos and stuff on the Hi-Fi Redo channel. This is Custom Works, Hi-Fi Redo channel, on each of these components. And we're gonna kind of simultaneously do some install stuff, and most of that stuff will be on the Custom Works channel. So, you know, if you're not subscribed to one, subscribe to the other so you don't miss anything, because we're gonna do a full custom build on this thing, custom boxes, kick panels, and all the install stuff on it. But first, we're gonna go through kind of one by one of all the components that we're gonna use in this system. Let's check it out.
So at the heart of every audio system is an amplifier. And so what we've got going on here is the MTX. This is the Thunder Series 1400.5. And these aren't, but this isn't budget equipment. MTX isn't going after the entry level stuff. They're not playing off a name that used to be synonymous with high-end audio. I think they've gone back to their roots with this stuff, and I think what they've got here is most likely, and we will test all this stuff like we normally do, but what they're going for is a quality product that really, and bring back the MTX name, and I think that's what the Thunder series is. And these amps this amp is really nice. So it's a 5-channel amp, and it's big, it's heavy, and it's actually not that big. So comes with a birth certificate. This amp is rated at 100 watts a channel times 4 on the high range stuff. Apparently it was measured at 231 watts, which that seems crazy. And that's at 4 ohms. And at 2 ohms, it measured 351 watts. Okay, and those aren't the sub channels. So on the sub channel, it's rated at 300 watts at 4 ohms. It's just one channel, 550 watts measured, 500 watts rated at 2 ohms. We got 875 watts measured. Okay, and at mono, we got 800 watts rated, 1262 watts measured on the birth certificate. So we're gonna dyno this thing in another video and see what this thing does. So one of the things that they included is this 1/0, actually it's a zero gauge OFC wire, and this stuff is nice. Oh my god, this stuff is insane. So this the potential for this amp, I mean, realistically, if it can put out around 1200 watts at 1 ohm on the sub channel, and 150 200 watts a channel, this thing's gonna be pushing 2000 watts. So we're gonna need some cable, and this is a kit that you buy, and it comes with this monster ANL fuse 300 amp. So this is a cool deal. And also they included 6 channels of interconnects that are all run into one, and they're braided and nice, and these are cool. They're all numbered, which I think is great. I've got some other ones that go like red, blue, yellow, green, and the problem with that is when you get to the other end, it's like, well, what was every channel? So the fact that they're all red and black is fine, and the fact that they have numbers on them is perfect. That's how they should be. We got some really nice OFC wire. It's not multicolored, which is fine, but it's interesting because it's round on one end and square on the other, and then usually it's printed. This stuff's printed on one side of the wire, on the square side, if you see here, and it's nice that it's square and round, because that gives you another identification of the wire. And we got more goodies. Let's check them out. So, since we got lots of power, we need lots of speakers. So, we've got the MTX component set here. And this is a really nice set. These things are super cool. And this is their SS7 two-ways. And I dig these things. They've got old school looking grills, that prominent MTX logo, which is great. Got the tweeters. They do come with some mounting cups and stuff. So, and interesting enough, they've got this sealed crossover, and I'm wondering if these are also going to be offered in like a marine application, because that would be pretty cool for that. Not to mention, things are pretty compact, really easily mounted. They got mounting, flanges. So this set, $499. While this stuff's not cheap, I call it kind of middle of the road stuff. And again, we'll test this stuff and we'll check it out. We got cast aluminum baskets. We've got an interesting woven cone. Like I said, these might be offered at some point in marine. Maybe that's kind of a marine friendly. And then we come to the big boy. This thing's awesome. This is the 7512 MTX woofer, and this stuff's amazing. This thing's insane. These are $499, and these are 1,000-watt. Hopefully they're 1,000-watt, because we're going to put 1,000 watts to this damn thing with that amp. So, anyways, we got some killer stuff. We got a carbon fiber cone on this thing. Really, 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 really nice. I mean, it's got kind of a double roll surround. I mean, this is good stuff. MTX is back. There's no joke. So I'm really excited to have them on board. I'm really excited to have you guys follow along. I'm really excited to build this car. And we actually just got it running the other day for the first
After
time.
a million years, we're going to fire this thing up and see how it goes. Hit the switch.
And if you haven't seen the other videos on this stuff, it's pretty cool. It's got an LS3 that we've kind of dressed up to look kind of old school, and it's going to run really good. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks to MTX. We look forward to working with you guys. And all you guys, like and subscribe to both channels to follow this stuff. I'm not sure how I'm going to coordinate it all back and forth, but we're going to do some cool stuff, some cool content, build a cool car. At some point, if you go back to some of the other videos on this car, the car's got a great history. So the customer, it was his grandfather's car, okay? Grandpa was a fairly wealthy guy, and this was his daily driver. I think Grandpa passed away sometime in the early 2000s, and the car was kind of put away. And it literally, unfortunately, led to a bit of its demise. And so we're trying to bring it back. So the customer, he's building the car along with his father, who I believe is in his 90s, or close to, mid 80s. and you know, super great people, fun to work with. And we're gonna do some cool, fun stuff with this car. We're obviously not putting it back to original. We're trying to make it so everyone can enjoy it, from you know, Scott to his dad to his kids and whatnot. So, anyways, great project. Keep watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.